Sunshine, go away today. I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's gone, he's tried to run my life. He don't know what he's asking. When he tells me I better get in line, I can't hear what he's saying. When I grow up, I'm gonna make it mine. These ain't dues I've been paying.
Hello, I'm Blake Harris.
And I'm Gabe Elliott.
And we are your co-anchors. Here's what's happening in your school
Today. Guess what, Arcadia? Together, we raised $3,847.12 for the White Mountain Apaches through the SCAC Fall Money Drive. Good job, Apaches! Hey, Blake, how is it trying to park every morning? Oh, wait, you don't have your license. Ha 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 ha.
Neither do you.
Well, I hear that there have been some issues in the teacher's parking lot. Let's go to the Blonde Squad for more. Do you know what I like? Yes, pies. If you're like me and have a deep love for pies, you're in luck. The Apache Powwow will be selling Marie Callender's pie coupons from November 12th to December 6th. You can purchase coupons for a very low price of $12.
As you've all heard, the Philippines was struck with a record-breaking typhoon, causing massive damage and loss of life. How can Arcadia students help? Let's go to Teddy for more.
Thanks, guys. Last Friday around 4 in the morning, the central Philippines was struck with a record-breaking typhoon. With wind speeds as fast as 235 miles per hour, Typhoon Haiyan, known as Typhoon Yolanda in the Philippines, has displaced nearly 700,000 people and have killed nearly 2,500. With countries rushing in to get relief to the Philippines, another typhoon, Zoraida, has swept through the already devastated country.
The typhoon, it wrecked up a lot of houses, especially some that my families used to live in and some that they currently lived in. Due to that, they had to move.
Everything's gone. Our houses, everything. There's nothing to eat. There's nothing to drink. Everything.
So the flood in the Philippines, a lot of people weren't prepared for it. They were saying on the news that if they had a better warning, that people would be more prepared and a lot more people would survive. There's a lot of the stories that the U.S. is helping the Philippines along with a lot of European countries. They're donating millions of dollars. The U.S. sent an aircraft carrier from Hong Kong filled with like supplies and 20-something helicopters.
Around 11 million people have been affected by this disaster. How can we as Apaches help? Well, Apache News has teamed up with Filipino Club, Red Cross Club, ASB, and SCAC to set up a relief fund.
Starting next week, there will be drawers placed in your fourth period classrooms to collect all donations.
All contributions will go to Red Cross by the end of the week.
If you get students to donate $1 each, then we can send $3,500 to the Philippines.
We here at Apache News would like to offer our heartfelt thoughts and prayers to those affected by this disaster. I hope that each and every one of us will do our part in contributing to this cause. Until next week, this has been Teddy Chu. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Teddy. Make sure to donate to the Storm Haiyan Relief Fund. Every donation counts. On other news, it's that time of year again, ladies. Softball tryouts. Want to represent Arcadia on the field? If so, come to the AHS softball field on November 20th and 21st from 5:30 to 9. You must be cleared through the athletics office to try out, and you must bring a current grade sheet with you to the tryout.
Speaking of everybody's favorite sports, it's that season, boys. That's right, tennis season. Tryouts will begin December 2nd at the tennis courts after 6th period. You must be cleared through the athletics office. Be sure to bring your racket.
Hey Blake, are you excited for next Saturday?
Oh, the first annual APN hot dog eating contest? Yes, I am.
No, not that. The TEDx PCC is coming to Arcadia, bro.
Oh, awesome.
You don't know what that is, do you?
Nope. On Thursday, November 21st, in the lecture hall, Arcadia Young Democrats will be having a guest speaker, Hans Johnson, who will speak about California Congressman George Brown's legacy and inspiration and his experience working with the congressman. All are welcome to attend.
Come see why Fortune 500 companies have named Bob Weiland one of the most inspirational speakers in the USA. Bob is a National Vietnam Veteran of the Year, named Most Courageous Man in America. He will be speaking next Tuesday, November 19th. He will be speaking at the Fellowship of Christian Athletes at J9. Don't miss it. Blake, you know what I really love?
Poetry.
No, I love Zach.
What about Bowie?
No.
Whoa, well, here's Zach and Bowie's newest skit. Enjoy.
Hey, Leo.
Hey,
Oh, hi, Bowie. What are we doing today?
we're gonna learn the ways of the samurai. Step 1. Every time you swing your sword, you greet someone. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi.
Bye.
Step 2. You make a scary mask. Step 3. You have an unbreakable will.
You mean like this one?
Let me see. It's good. Well, looks like he just became a samurai.
Hey, Blake, I'm hungry.
Me too. Let's go and get one of those new breakfast burritos.
That sounds ravishing. But what about the show?
Don't worry, I've got it covered.
I can't find my key. Oh, shh!
Looks to me like you need an SMW lanyard. You know what? Why don't you take a keychain too?
Thanks, SMW. Help contribute to SMW's annual canned food drive from November 18th to 22nd. Food collections will take place curbside on Campus Drive from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. each morning. You may drop off your items at the AHS library, lobby, or any classroom. Please, no perishable or homemade items.
Blake, I really miss being in sports this week.
Me too, Gabe. Do you think they miss us?
Of course. Here's this week's sports.
Hey! Ice!
Hey everybody, why didn't the skeleton cross the road? Because it doesn't have any guts. Okay, I'm not a good comedian, but you know what I am good at? I'm good at being a sports reporter. And this past week, our girls volleyball took on Rio Mesa in a critical playoff game. If you weren't there, that's okay. We have some highlights for you.
Right off the bat, it's obvious that Rio Mesa wasn't ready to play as they let a ball fall softly to the ground. Rio Mesa prepares for a spike, but it's blocked by the Apaches as they return it for a point. Not once but twice, Lexi Wretch spikes the ball so hard that she forces Rio Mesa to score the point for her. Despite the blocked spike, the Apaches rally and force Rio Mesa to hit the ball out of bounds. In the third set, with the score 24-19 and the crowd on its feet, the block by the Apaches on a Rio Mesa return is the final point as the Apaches sweep away the Spartans 3-0.
Football ended their season last week with an overall score of 5-5. They beat teams like Alhambra, Azusa, Hoover, Glendale, and Pasadena. Good job, guys. See you next season.
Hey guys, girls varsity tennis won league and they made it to CIF and lost quarterfinals. Here's Ashley Gow for more. So the season started out kind of rough because it was a rebuilding season. Well, last year we had Frances, who she was like obviously a star player, and so since she graduated, Arlene and Angelica, they're 2 sophomores, and they had to step up this year in the 1 and 2 positions. And I mean, we've had a lot of injuries so far, and so I'm actually really proud that we got to the quarterfinals this year, and we're co-champs with Burbank.
Good job, Lady Apaches. Better luck next year. Apaches out.
Both of the varsity teams did very, very well. On the boys' side, our 2 top runners actually both went under the course record. They finished 3 miles in 14:02. It's an average of about 4:40 a mile. On the girls' side of things, everybody came in sub 20 minutes, which is, again, what you're trying to see for all 7 of your girls coming through. Our JV girls also ran really well.
As a team, we had the pressure to win because this is the 16th year in a row as a South Frosh team to win, and we didn't want to break the record. The second race, it was at CV Park, and we lost, so we had to put our mindset on league finals. League finals game, we were all ready. Everybody in our team ran their best, and it came out good.
We went off to the side, and we're like crossing our fingers. Rocco announced it, and when he said Arcadia won, we were like, yes! So yeah, that was a big surprise, and we were just really happy.
We're expecting both our girls and our boys to qualify through to the CIF finals meet the following week. I like our chances. Our kids have been running really well.
Hey Blake, where have Tiff and Steph been?
Well, they were low-key enough to watch Thor, The Dark World. Let's see how they liked it.
Hey, she's Steph. And she's Tiff. And over the 3-day weekend, we got to check out Thor, The Dark World.
That before the universe, there was nothing. They're wrong. There was darkness, and it has survived.
What's gonna happen? This sequel starts off 2 years after the incredibly handsome Thor leaves Jane Foster to return to Asgard. In the aftermath of Marvel's Thor and Marvel's The Avengers, Thor fights to save Earth and all the 9 realms from an ancient race of elves led by the vengeful Malekith, who plans to plunge the universe back into darkness.
Just like the original, Thor 2 offers plenty of action-packed scenes and great one-liners that define the Thor series. Thor's brother Loki once again sparks humor when it was most needed and with great ease. Tom Hiddleston is a star of the movie and steals every scene, easily portraying a mischievous but lovable character.
That was from New York.
I like her.
The plot, though very intricate and confusing, was aided by the movie's lightheartedness. Nothing new was offered, but the pace was upbeat and very entertaining.
One thing that was missing from the sequel was a deeper chemistry between Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman. The first movie offered a more intense relationship, whereas in Thor 2, there were not as many scenes of the 2 lovebirds together.
All in all, Thor: The Dark World was an immensely entertaining movie whose quick pace and good-natured charm kept me interested throughout, and staring at Chris Hemsworth for a good 2 hours definitely didn't hurt.
Though it may not be a masterpiece, Thor 2 is just as funny as the original, with just as much action.
We give it 4 hammers out of 5.
And don't forget to stay after the credits for a bonus scene. Bye!
Great review, ladies.
Well, Gabe, it looks like we come to the end of the show.
I know, Blake. I know.
I couldn't have asked for anyone better to call my co-anchor.
I couldn't have asked for anyone better either, Blake.
From all of us at APN, I'm Blake Harris.
And I'm Gabe Elliott. You stay classy, Arcadia.
Sunshine, go away today. I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's gone, he's tried to run my life. He don't know what he's asking. When he tells me I better get in